Hello, kids! Join me as I challenge myself to master counting from 1 to 10 in the most fun and creative ways possible. One man went to preach, one man went to preach the gospel, one man went to preach, one man went to preach the gospel, two men went to preach, two men went to preach the gospel, two men went to preach, two men went to preach the gospel, three men went to preach, three men went to preach the gospel, three men went to preach, three men went to preach the gospel, four men went to preach, four men went to preach the gospel, four men went to preach, four men went to preach the gospel, five men went to preach, five men went to preach the gospel, five men went to preach, five men went to preach the gospel, six men went to preach, six men went to preach the gospel, six men went to preach, six men went to preach the gospel, seven men went to preach, seven men went to preach the gospel, seven men went to preach, seven men went to preach the gospel, eight men went to preach, eight men went to preach the gospel, eight men went to preach, eight men went to preach the gospel, nine men went to preach, nine men went to preach the gospel, nine men went to preach, nine men went to preach the gospel, 10 men went to preach, 10 men went to preach the gospel, 10 men went to preach, 10 men went to preach the gospel. Learning to count from 1 to 10 is such an exciting milestone, and I am thrilled to share it with you. Not only is it an essential skill, but it is also super fun to learn. You get to explore the world of numbers, and it is amazing how it can open up a whole new level of understanding and creativity. Many kids struggle with counting, and it is completely normal. I know some of you might be thinking, but I get confused with the numbers, or I always forget the number one, or I forget the next number. Don't worry, you are not alone. Counting can be tricky, especially when you are still getting hang on it. Sometimes it feels like the numbers just get jumbled in your head and you're not sure what comes next. But the good news is that with a little practice and a little patience, you can master counting from 1 to 10. It is easy to get overwhelmed when you're trying to learn something new, and counting is no exception. You might see a bunch of numbers written down on a page, and it can be hard to make sense of them. But what if I told you that there is a way to make counting more engaging and more interactive? That is exactly what we're going to do today. We'll use fun visuals, colorful, colorful animations, and relatable examples to bring the numbers to life. Let us start with number 1. Can you count with me? Please count along with me. We have one bright, shiny apple sitting on the table. Next up, we have number 2. Look, we have two adorable kittens playing together. Do you love kittens? What is your pet? So those are the two kittens which they are playing together. Look up. We have number 3. Oh wow. We have 3 yummy ice cream cones and they have been stacked up so high. That is number 3. We have 3 yummy ice cream cones. As we count along, I want you to remember that every number has its own special character and a story to tell. Next, we have 4 little ducks which are swimming. Then we have number 5. We have 5 colorful balloons which are floating in air. Do you like balloons? I love balloons. So we have 5 colorful balloons which are floating in air. The next number is 6 and we have 6 happy friends. They are playing together, they are holding hands. The next number is 7 and we have 7 sparkly butterflies which are flying around the air. The next number is 8. Here we have 8 different shapes, puzzle pieces, and they are coming together. Next number is 9. We have 9 little chicks, which are very beautiful, as you can see them. And we have number 10. What do we have in number 10? We have 10 tiny pens, which are lying on the ground. Aren't they beautiful? You see now, you did it. You counted all the way from 1 to 10 with me. I am so proud of you. Learning to count is an incredible achievement, and you should be super proud of yourself too. Are you proud of yourself? I hope you are. Remember, counting is not just about memorizing numbers, it is about understanding the world around you. You can use your new counting skills to count your toys, your friends, or even number of steps which you take from one room to another. But ensure that you're walking carefully. Before we say goodbye, I want to challenge you to share your favorite number. Tell the person who is with you now. Is it a lucky number? Is it a special birthday number? Or just a number that makes you happy? Let me know. And if you want to even count more, you'll be sure to check it in my next video. Bye!